Ciao, ciao, ciao. Hello, wedding and event pros. Zoe Felici here. We are 3/4 of the way through June 2023, 6/23/23, serendipitous day. And excited to be here, you guys. Today's topic, it's something that has been a little bit of a buzz in our private Facebook group and something that's been happening in our world. If you've watched the news, if you've opened up emails, if you just get on, the Google feed, or just talking to other wedding and event business owners. We're talking about AI, demystifying AI, and how you can use it. I'm going to share with you guys 5 ways that you can use it in your wedding and event business. Now, I want to start the conversation by saying that Renata Campbell, where are you, Renata? If you're listening, or once you're listening, if you're listening to the rerun, raise your hand, say, hey, I'm here. Renata and I worked together coaching last year, and she's the one who originally started the conversation with me about Chat GPT and AI. And she's like, Zoe, I'm obsessed. I'm like, and she gave me a website, I think it was OpenAI, that we could take a sneak peek at it. And it's been nonstop ever since for me. I got on board. I tried a couple things, and now I use it so often and so much for my business. And thank you, Renata, for opening up my eyes to AI. AIs, huh? See what I did there? So I do want to give a shout out to Renata. I saw her the other day, and she had commented how I had posted in the Facebook group about it. And she's like, I turned you on to it. I'm like, I know you did, girl. And there's no going back. So thank you, Renata. And then the second thing that happened, so that was probably, actually, let me backtrack. I think that was maybe 6 months ago, if well, actually longer, because time is flying. So it was certainly towards the middle to end of 2022 when the conversation first started, and I started first getting a feel for Chat GPT and OpenAI. But then the next thing that happened is last weekend, a week ago today, another one of my dear wedding and event business owners slash previous clients, Katie Schutte, her husband Adam, KB Events. The two of them, we started talking about it. And Adam is a big old nerd like I am. We love technology. We're going to set up a time where we can just nerd out on this stuff. And he has also been obsessed with this, I think a little bit more than me, and shared with me just some other things that he's been able to incorporate and do and use within the business through AI and Chat GPT. So that's really what opened up the conversation. We've heard a lot of buzz about it, but like I said, there's just so much to dive into that I'm going to chunk it down today. We're only going to talk about 5 things that you can incorporate it. And each of these 5 things, like there's like a gazillion other things that you can use Chat GPT and AI under these 5 umbrellas. But I just want to share 5 with you guys today. So let's get started. I'm demystifying AI, 5 ways that it can help you in your wedding and event business. So first and foremost, and I know this is something that popped up on the chat. Somebody asked, what is AI? I haven't heard of it before. What is Chat GPT? What is all this stuff? So AI, short version, is for artificial intelligence. And then Chat GPT, what that stands for is generative pre-trained transformer. So generative pre-trained transformer. And in simpler terms, it's an online chatbot that understands questions that you type in and answers you like the human world. Now, we've experienced, if you've been online at all, which I'm assuming you have because you're watching me online, you've experienced Chat GPT for years now when there would be chat bots, right? So chat bots meaning like you get on someone's website and all of a sudden this little thing pops up on the corner and says, hey, how are you today? How can I help you maneuver through our website? What can I help you find? So that's been going on for years. And then this whole AI floodgates opened up for our ability to use it as a way to research, as a way to find answers. It's kind of like Googling, but it's a little bit more concise. Like when you type into Google and you do a Google search or Bing or whatever platform you use, you're going to get all these websites that address whatever it is that you're asking. So it works very similar to that, except for it's actually going to create content for you instead of directing you to different websites. So the chatbots, they understand the questions that you type in and they answer you like they would in the human world. So Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Easy breakdown of it. And again, it's like a Google search. So the one thing I can tell you is when you are typing in what it is that you're looking for, the more specific you are, the more, and you can change it up. Like you can ask it a question and then you can ask it to respond to you again. But whether it's, rhyming, I think actually Adam had talked about that, like rhyme every other sentence, or, in a snarky tone or a fun tone, or with more specific examples. You can ask for it to cite where it found that information, which sometimes is really useful. So the more specific you get, the better it is, just like a Google search, right? Like if you were to Google search, like, I want to find a dress, it's going to pop up all these dresses. But if you say a little black dress made in the USA, size 6, then it's going to be more specific. So it's going to share you more specific information. So it's the same way that it works that way. That's the best way I can explain it to you. So let's dive right in. Here are 5 ways that it can help you in your wedding and event business. First and foremost, it helps so much to simplify marketing and advertising. So I'm going to share with you guys just a couple ways that I've been using it, whether I'm trying to figure out for my marketing and some TikTok videos, what are some hooks that I can use? What is some interest subject lines for my emails? It can create a whole content or editorial calendar for you. You can go in there and say, hey, I want promotional slogans for this. I want to create ad copy for an ad if you're trying to do Facebook ads or maybe promote an event, or uh, any kind of ads, whether it's paid or even Facebook posts, even captions to your Instagram, captions to your TikToks, that kind of stuff. You can use it as much as you want for marketing and advertising. And again, it may write a whole email for me, but I still need to go in there and write it in my voice and make sure that I understand it and that it's not robotic. So we always will need that human touch. And I'll come back to that often because it's not just a one and done kind of thing. But that's the first way. That's through marketing and advertising. So sometimes, at the end of the day, or sometimes I just get stuck. I'm like, gosh, I just can't think of a hook that I can talk about in today's topic. It can, I've generated 50 of them. So at least I have one for every day of the week, and I can detail it, or I can massage it, or modify it as I see fit. Now, the second way that I have found this to be very useful in our business is to create and write compelling job descriptions. Because I remember, gosh, this was probably 10, 12 years ago, where I was sitting at a table with wedding planners, and I run an internship program, and I've had several interns at a time help me with the business and helping them learn. And it really worked really well. And someone asked me, they're like, how do you juggle like 5 interns, 5 employees? And it's like, well, you have to take the time to train them, and I have job descriptions for them, and they're really kind of writing it themselves. And the wedding planner said, oh no, I don't have time for that. I may as well do it myself. Well, this is a happy medium where you can really create this job description so that you can employ the right people and the right help. You can make it fun. You can make it super serious. You can incorporate, again, your own personality into it so that you have a compelling job description and can really find the right help that you need for a specific task. So whether it's a floral designer and you need assistance in the creating designs, or if you're a wedding planner and you want someone to assist you on events, or even if you're looking for virtual assistant help or someone to help you build your website, stuff like that, you can really create some compelling job descriptions so the right people will find you. And so that really you're not having to spin your wheels when you are looking for the right people to help you with the project or help you in the business. The third way, and this is a huge umbrella that I'm not going to cover everything today, but the third way is client driven projects. What do I mean by that? These are, when we're working with our clients, with their needs. Again, as a wedding planner, maybe I'm creating a budget for the client and I want to create a spreadsheet. I can create formulas, I can create the budget, or maybe it's some research that I've done. I know that it integrates really well, and I'm sort of diving into that. Adam's going to help me with that a little bit, right, Adam? And into figuring out how does it work with Excel, with formulas, and with yeah, Excel, Google Sheets. You can create email lists or manage email lists from this. Or if you're managing for your client RSVPs, you can do it that way. Like I said, it integrates great with Excel with formulas and financials. If you don't have your financials buttoned up, which we all need to have this foundation of our financials so that we're running a business like a CEO and not just like a hobby, getting your financials in order, getting those fixed costs, getting those variable costs, understanding how much you should be charging. That is so, so important. And then also, it can help outside of the realm of the financials and the Excel and the formulas. Let's just say, have you ever gotten an email from a client and you're totally fired up and angry about it, or a bad review, or just something that gets you a little bit emotional? It can help you answer those angry emails or those emotionally triggering words in a very confident and balanced way. I was talking to one of my clients yesterday. She had gotten fired up and she's like, I shouldn't have answered it that way. I totally knew it, but I hit send anyway. And I know we've all done that. Don't you guys deny that. And this is a great example of how it could have been formulated so that it does sound professional, and that you're not reacting, you're actually responding to whatever that subject is at hand. It can help you putting a sales quote together. Sometimes you don't know what to charge. Sometimes you're wondering, asking for pricing on, let's just say you want a dozen different containers and decor pieces. It can help you in that regard and help guide you. And again, it's not written in stone. You still have to go make sure that those things work for you and they really are what you need. Just like going to Amazon and ordering something, you're still going to want to look at some of those descriptions. I always joke around about how I'm the worst online shopper because I would probably, or I have been the person that's bought something and thought I was getting one thing and instead I got another one. I remember I've never really watched the show. I've only watched one episode, and this is the one, and it totally reminds me of me. But there's always sunny. It's always sunny in Philadelphia. And this one episode, this guy's talking about this armoire. He paid $200. He bought it online on eBay, I think, and he's all excited. He's going to get this big old armoire, $250. What a steal! And it ends up being this little itty bitty antique, super expensive armoire that's like 2 inches tall. And that could happen. So that's why you still want to make sure that you're doing the right things, getting the right information, and putting that all into play. We still need that human element into it. All right, so then the next way that you can use this, and I think this is great. Again, it kind of goes hand in hand with marketing and advertising. But if you have images, if you want to create photos or art or create something like that, something that you want to create, whether it's for your clients, for your marketing, for your advertising, for social media, whatever the case might be, there are free image generators. And it works very similar to Chat GPT in that you can give it those text prompts, and it will generate an image based on your description. And just like Chat GPT with words, where you can change it around a little bit, you can change that image a little bit also. You can say, make this person look a little bit older, make this, give this person tattoos, that kind of stuff. Whatever that image is, you can keep modifying, just like if you were to take a paintbrush or a pencil or pen or whatever and be creating that image for you. And then the last way I'm going to say that I love this whole like doing research kind of stuff is number 5, small business grants and tax credits. I can't tell you guys enough. I've taken thousands of calls at this point from wedding and event business owners all over the country. And oftentimes I hear, well, I just can't, I don't know if I can keep running my business this way and this and that and here and there. I just need a little push. I need a little financial help, especially when we were going through COVID. And after, and this is a great way. There is so much money out there to be given to small businesses, especially if you're women, if you're a woman of minority, if you live in a smaller town. There's just really a lot of money to be given out there. And I learned this, you guys, when I was in college, when I was in high school, actually. not about chat GPT because it wasn't around because I'm old, but what I learned is there is so much money to be given out there. And I really applied for so many grants and scholarships for university. And that's how I was able to pay for my own college and university. So again, it's true still to this day and age that there are grants and tax credits, whether it's federal, whether it's local, whether it's minority based, female based, whatever the case might be, specific to the industry, there is a lot of money out there to be received. So this is a great way to do some research for local federal help and tax planning and financials. So I hope that this is helpful for you guys because the reality is that there is so many moving parts to our business, and even if Chat GPT helps facilitate a lot of it, we still need help, right? So you still need to know what to research, what to put in there. Are you getting the relevant information? It's not a magic pill per se, but it really will help elevate what you're doing. It really saves time ultimately. And I think, again, just referring to when Adam and I were talking last week, he said, he quoted, yeah, it's going to make a genius more efficient. It's going to make a great business owner more efficient and effective. It's not going to change the way you do business because it's still your brain that's inputting the information. So if you're stuck, if you're not sure where to start, and if you're ready to really simplify your business, make a lot more money, work a lot less, automate some of this stuff, take advantage of some of these tools that are available to us. And these are just a few examples of so many. And AI is just one example of so much availability out there beyond the artificial intelligence world. But you're just stuck. You don't know where to start. You're sick and tired of running this as a hobby. You're ready to take the wheel of the bus and run your business like the CEO that you should be, like the vision that you had originally when you started the wedding and event business. Let's jump on a call because you can elevate the quality of clients you attract while you step into your creative superpower, while you're running your business like the CEO. If you don't know your numbers, you guys, you're running a hobby. If you don't know your marketing and advertising and who your target clients are, you are running a hobby. If you're ready to jump into the CEO and really run it like a business, schedule a call, stop trying to do it alone, get on my website, zoefelici.com/apply. It'll take you right to my calendar so that you can make an appointment one-on-one where we take a deep dive into your business, figure out what's not working, where it is that you want to go, and what's keeping you stuck and from going there. It'll be the best 45 minutes you'll ever spend on your business, guaranteed. Go to zoefelici.com/apply. Gives you my calendar, make an appointment, a time that you can be distraction free for about an hour and share some insight into the business, your business with me so that we can take a deep dive, get under the hood, and really getting you to bring in an additional 5 figures per month, having the clarity of who you serve, what you do, and getting you there much, much quickly because you guys, that's the whole point. Let's get there quickly. Why pussyfoot around and try to figure this stuff out on our own? And that's what I'm here to do. And sometimes we have blind spots. So having a coach, having a mentor, someone who's going to tell you, hey, this is what's going on. This is what I see. That's what's going to get you those results quicker. And also someone who's done the work before, who's made the mistakes before and can keep you from doing that. So I look forward to hearing from you guys, zoefelici.com/apply. And then do me a favor. If you've used Chat GPT, if any of these are either new ideas or if you have recommendations for someone who's just stepping into this, please post in the comments down below. What are your thoughts about ChatGPT and artificial intelligence for your wedding and event business? That's all I have for today. Ciao for now. Thanks, everyone. Ciao, ciao. Happy summer.